Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm BP Brad, and today we've got a very, very special guest. We've got Marie Westbrook. So if you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, yes, Marie Westbrook, and I am the voice of young Runway.
And we've got some very exciting news coming later in the video about how you can actually win a young Runway skin. So be super hyped for that. But we've got some questions to go through with Marie while we've got her here. And what we want to know, first of all, is how you got the call up to actually act for the young Runway skin then.
Well, this day and age, there's not a lot of calling up that goes on. It's mostly like I get the email. So I had the audition, which I definitely remember seeing the character and seeing, what little bit we're able to find out, right? A lot of times the auditions are sort of, they don't want to give away everything. They're trying to keep things.
Yeah.
And so I auditioned, and then I got the email saying, hey, they want to check your availability, and then, hey, you booked it. And so that was that, but I was really excited, and I'm always excited to then go in and do some research and find out what I can find out about the game. And I saw the trailer, of course, for Runway, and then found out that she was in that trailer and that the gaming community really wanted, all the players really wanted her to become a rogue. And so Rogue made that be, and I thought that was awesome.
Nah, cool. I think you've done an absolutely brilliant job, which I'm sure everyone will agree. So were you told specifically what to say for the character, or did you have some sort of leniency where you could make things up yourself, or was,
Yeah, so there's definitely amazing writers that are involved, and they write the scripts, and I pretty much have to stick to the script, but I can add like a little bit. Sometimes I add a little bit of character in there where I can add like a laugh or like, a couple words here and there. And they like to have that sort of thing. They're like, oh yeah, that works for the character. So generally speaking, though, the lines are written out, and then you have to specifically stay within a certain time frame because they need to fit it, within the game. So sometimes I want to stretch things out and kind of take my time, which is fun, but then you have to tighten it up.
Yeah, and do you know what? A few people actually asked me this, but some of the voice lines are Russian, aren't they? Did you have to learn Russian, or do you speak Russian? That'd just be interesting to know.
That would be cool. So that's a great question. And in my session, so I was at a recording studio and just listening to, listening to the director, and also a wonderful person named Svetlana. She was in the sessions. She's Russian, and she was listening to make sure that everything was, playing out and sounded good. And then when it came to those really specific Russian words, she coached me through those. Some of them, she had like option A and then option B. And if I didn't quite get the phrasing or exactly the linguistics behind it, then we just went with option B.
Was there any
English Russian accent?
Was there any particular Russian word that you really struggled with?
Oh man, there were. Yeah, because of course there's no way I can remember.
Yeah. There was one that I think I picked up was like "pussiba," but I don't know if that is actually how it's said. I just quickly checked before we jumped in, and I thought, oh, do you know what? That must have been so tough. If you don't know Russian, to like memorize and get the pronunciation right, I can imagine it took quite a lot of attempts. But what I wanted to know as well is, did you meet anyone from High Res, and can we get any gossip? Now, someone wanted to ask if Pretty's hair himself's hair is actually really that pretty. That's what someone wants to know.
I mean, because this day and age, especially, everything's through I didn't even get to do Zoom. I didn't get to see.
No.
I only could hear them. Yeah. So I didn't actually get to see the hair to verify, but I'm thinking, look, I've seen the pictures, and I'm thinking if his handle is pretty hair, like you kind of have to have pretty hair to go with that.
Yeah, I agree.
You have to be solid in that, that we can probably assume that the hair is pretty.
It is pretty, and it looks well conditioned.
Yes, takes good care of his hair.
So moving on then, do you have any projects upcoming in the future, and can you tell us a bit about them?
I do have some projects coming up, and of course, I can't really say anything except for one I'm told I can announce on October 1st. So then I can give all the information, and super excited about that one. And another one is probably right around the same time.
Okay.
The other one is more anime.
Ah, so
Anime.
if you like anime, and you're super excited for that, make sure you follow Marie on Twitter. And like I say, we will give you a little rundown on how you can enter the competition for the Young Gunner Runway skin at the end. But it will involve following both myself and Marie. So you can keep up with Marie on all these exciting projects that are upcoming. But the last question then, so what's your favourite thing about voice acting game characters?
So many things. Honestly, I came from the on-camera world a little bit and did some theater and things. And I think just being able to be whoever you want to be, and that character is there. You know, I've played some crazy characters like Hanami from Jujutsu Kaisen, this crazy, beastly, amazing character, you know, that I got to voice, but is something so far from human, let alone myself. And I think that is amazingly fun. Also, my brother is a computer programmer and a huge gamer, always has been. And so I love being able to talk to him when I can about what I'm working on, because he gets really excited about, and he's been able to beta test a game or two that I've been involved in. So he's, you know, signed up for it, which makes it just fun.
Yeah. And I must say, like, that thought of, you know, not seeing the end product, sometimes you might see like pictures of what it could be, but to see it all come together in that final production with your voice on, you know, it must be so satisfying. And just before we met tonight, I see that you voice lined a Raid Shadow Legends character called Zagala, and how cool does that production look?
It's so cool. Don't they do an awesome job?
Yeah, it was really good. You as an orc is fantastic.
Thank you. I think so. The craziest thing about that is when I'm recording the lines here in my booth, you know, they are very far away. They're in Ukraine. And so, you know, we're doing this whole thing. I just put up my iPhone here and record the session and then send it to them. And they use that for facial capture.
Okay.
Simple as that. And so if you look at Zargala, you'll see that there's some resemblance in my facial features a little bit. Which is really cool. And it's such a fun character.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thought behind it of taking these crazy characters with all these abilities and then putting them into domestic situations.
Yeah. So now I'm going to put you on the spot and ask you the $1 million question. Who has been your favorite voice character that you've acted?
That is, I feel like that is an impossible question because I love them all for different reasons. That's like trying to choose your favorite child. It's like, how am I ever going to choose? Because they all come at different parts and times in my life, and they're my babies, and I love them all for different reasons. They're like a different part of me.
No, that's
so I can't even. No, some of them are just like my first one, and you know.
Of course, that's completely understandable. So, like we said, and like I promised, courtesy of my brother Radthar, we are going to give you the chance to win a legendary gun runner yourself, and you can test out these fantastic voice lines that are acted by Marie herself. All you have to do is follow me on Twitter, follow Marie on Twitter, and I will choose one lucky winner at some point next week, but I will keep you informed and give you a date nearer the time. But that's it for today's video, guys. Please show Marie some love in the comments. But until next time, guys, peace!